for thousands of years. The waters of the Arabian Sea have hidden one of history's most mysterious legends. Off the western coast of India lies the modern city of Dwarka, a quiet coastal town visited by pilgrims and fishermen. But beneath these waters, researchers believe the remains of an ancient city may still rest in silence. According to ancient Indian texts, Dwarka was once a magnificent kingdom built by Lord Krishna himself. The city was described as a place of golden palaces, massive stone gates, and wide streets filled with life and trade. Ships from distant lands were said to arrive at its great harbors, making Dwarka one of the most important cities of its time. Yet the same texts describe a dramatic end. After Krishna's death, the sea itself was said to rise and swallow the entire city, leaving nothing but waves where temples once stood. For centuries, historians debated whether this story was simply mythology. Many believed the tale of Dwarka was symbolic, a legend passed down through generations rather than a real historical event. But in the late 20th century, something unexpected happened. Marine archaeologists began scanning the seabed near the coast of Gujarat using sonar technology. What they discovered changed everything. Beneath nearly 40 meters of water, strange geometric shapes began to appear on their screens. These shapes did not resemble natural rock formations. They looked like walls, foundations, and long stone structures arranged in organized patterns. When divers finally descended into the deep water to investigate, their lights revealed something astonishing. Massive stone blocks resting on the ocean floor, broken pillars covered in coral, and the outlines of what appeared to be streets buried beneath layers of sand. These were not random ruins. They looked like the remains of an ancient city, a city that may have vanished beneath the sea thousands of years ago. As researchers continued their investigation, one question began to grow louder. Could this underwater discovery be the legendary lost city of Dwarka? As divers continued exploring the seabed near modern Dwarka, the scale of the discovery slowly began to reveal itself. What initially appeared to be scattered stone blocks soon formed a much larger picture. Long lines of sandstone structures stretched across the ocean floor, arranged in patterns that suggested streets, walls, and large buildings. Archaeologists quickly realized that these formations were not created by nature. The stones were carefully cut and placed together, showing clear signs of human construction. Some blocks were several meters long, indicating that the builders of this city possessed advanced knowledge of architecture and engineering. Among the most remarkable discoveries were large stone anchors scattered across the seabed. These anchors were similar to those used by ancient maritime civilizations thousands of years ago. Their presence suggested that Dwarka may once have been a major port city, where ships from distant regions arrived to trade goods and resources. As divers moved deeper into the ruins, they discovered rows of pillars rising from the sand. Many of these pillars appeared to belong to large structures, possibly temples or public halls. Even after centuries underwater, some carvings were still visible on the stone surfaces. These intricate designs hinted at a civilization with rich cultural and artistic traditions. The underwater landscape also revealed rectangular foundations that resembled the layout of houses or residential areas. This suggested that Dwarka was not just a religious or ceremonial center. It was likely a thriving city where thousands of people once lived, worked, and traded. But the greatest mystery remained unanswered. What could have caused an entire coastal city of this size to disappear beneath the ocean? Geological studies offered one possible explanation. Thousands of years ago, rising sea levels and powerful coastal flooding may have gradually submerged the city. Instead of a single catastrophic event, Dwarka may have slowly sunk as the shoreline changed over time. If this theory is correct, the ruins discovered beneath the Arabian Sea could represent the final remains of a once powerful civilization that vanished as the ocean claimed its land. As research continued around the submerged ruins, the discovery of Dwarka began to challenge long-held assumptions about ancient history. For generations, many scholars believed that the descriptions of Dwarka in ancient Indian epics were purely symbolic. The Mahabharata described the city as a magnificent coastal kingdom, ruled by Krishna, filled with grand palaces, fortified gates, and busy harbors where merchants and travelers gathered from distant lands. According to the epic, Dwarka was built with remarkable skill and quickly became one of the most important cities of its time. But the story also described its mysterious disappearance. After Krishna's death, the texts claim the sea rose and gradually swallowed the city. For centuries, historians treated this passage as mythology rather than historical record. However, the underwater discoveries began to change that perspective. Archaeologists found artifacts such as stone anchors, pottery fragments, and architectural remains scattered across the seabed. Some of these objects were carefully studied and dated using modern scientific methods. The results suggested that the structures could be thousands of years old, possibly dating back to a time when early coastal civilizations were developing trade networks across the Indian Ocean. If Dwarka truly existed during this period, it may have been an important maritime center connecting different cultures and regions. The layout of the ruins also suggested advanced planning. Streets appeared to run in organized patterns, and large structures were positioned in ways that resembled urban design. This level of organization hinted at a city that was both prosperous and strategically important. Yet the deeper researchers explored, the more questions appeared. How large was the original city? How many people lived there? And how much of Dwarka still remains hidden beneath layers of sand and sediment on the ocean floor? Each expedition uncovered new clues, but the full story of the lost city remained incomplete. Somewhere beneath the waters of the Arabian Sea, the rest of Dwarka may still be waiting to be discovered. Today, the waters of the Arabian Sea still guard the remaining secrets of Dwarka. Although marine archaeologists have mapped several sections of the submerged ruins, researchers believe that only a small part of the ancient city has been explored so far. Large areas of the seabed remain buried under layers of sand, coral, and marine life that have accumulated over thousands of years. Modern technology is now helping scientists investigate these hidden areas more carefully. Using advanced sonar mapping, underwater drones, and high-resolution scanning equipment, researchers can now detect structures beneath the sediment without disturbing the fragile ruins. Early results from these scans suggest that the ancient city may extend far beyond the areas already discovered. If these findings are confirmed, Dwarka could become one of the most important underwater archaeological sites in the world. But the challenges of exploring a city beneath the sea are enormous. Strong ocean currents, shifting sand, and limited visibility make each expedition slow and difficult. Divers often have only short windows of time to examine structures before the water becomes too cloudy to see clearly. Despite these obstacles, interest in the lost city continues to grow among historians, archaeologists, and researchers around the world. Dwarka represents something unique in human history. It may be one of the rare places where ancient legend and physical evidence begin to intersect. A story that survived for thousands of years in sacred texts may now be supported by real discoveries on the ocean floor. As technology continues to improve, scientists hope that future expeditions will reveal the full layout of the city and perhaps even uncover artifacts that explain how Dwarka was built and why it disappeared beneath the sea. Until that day comes, the ruins remain hidden in the deep blue darkness, silent witnesses to a civilization that once thrived along the shores of the ancient world.